So welcome. I know Lieutenant Swack appreciates everyone here, no doubt, and welcome his family. And we'll certainly talk about some of the folks that are here with us today. Long history in law enforcement, serving as a Runnymede Special Officer,
Yes, sir.
achieving sergeant, I believe, right, in Runnymede Police of the Special Officers. So way back when, we'll say. Began your career here with the Gloucester Township Police Department January 27th, 1997. Assigned as a traffic officer in 2000, promoted to sergeant in 2004. You served in both capacities as OEM Deputy Coordinator and Coordinator during the years 2010 through 2018. Promoted to Lieutenant 2015. Served as a Lieutenant in the Patrol Bureau, Traffic Safety Bureau, and the Community Relations Bureau. You've earned 19 awards or commendations, including 9 Distinguished Unit citations, 3 Police Service citations, 3 Merit citations, 1 Chief citation, and 3 Outstanding Police Work certificates, including one from a parent that said you showed tremendous compassion speaking with her son, and another from a man whose brother passed away who complimented the great support that you provided. You were awarded the Police Supervisor of the Year Award in 2015. It was said in the nomination letter written by several of the officers assigned to your platoon that Sergeant Swack is a fair and caring supervisor. If an officer needs mentoring, Sergeant Swack is the first one to sit an officer down and have a one-on-one mentoring session to point that officer in the right direction. You're joined here today with your wife Tina, your daughters Ryan and Allie, and your sons John and Christopher. We spoke earlier today and you talked about your family and that you were proud to be part of certainly your family, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, but the GTPD family is what you said specifically. So that being part of the GTPD family was that you could make your kids' lives better than your own when you were growing up. And you worked hard to make sure that happened for them. You coached your kids from the neighborhood. You took kids fishing from the neighborhood. And as I was sitting and talking with you, what came to my mind is that you've touched so many lives, even besides those here with your family today. You worked hard. You even made a mention to say you worked a lot of overtime. Some might think I'm making a joke at that, but I'm not.
They know. They know.
Oh, that? Yeah. And you said, you know what, I did it for the right reasons. I did it to provide for my family, to buy them skates and to buy them dresses. And you said that was part of making sure that their lives were better than mine when I was growing up. Many of us know that Lieutenant Swack was out for a while. And he really wanted to come back for a short time. And he said, and it sounds upsetting, but it's not, that he didn't want it to end like this. Well, end like this. Look at this room. That's certainly a great ending. And you said that you wanted to come back to briefing to say hi one more time. And I will tell you that you can always come back to the GTPD family and say hi. And when you do come back to say hi, though, I want you to make sure you bring those pies to briefing on Thanksgiving that so many officers enjoy. And John confided in me that his uniform on the back of his door that is still hanging there today, I think.
Yes, sir. Yes. Tina wants it gone, but yeah.
Wants that room back in there. Get rid of those uniforms. But you said that was your motivator to get it better. And I think everyone here will miss you, but they greatly support you in the decision to leave that shirt on the back of the door and go on the honeymoon with Tina that you've never had, which she's really looking forward to. So, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Well, John, let me first thank you for your many years of dedicated service to the residents of Gloucester Township. And congratulations on your retirement. I first got to know you when I became mayor in 2010. You were the coordinator of OEM, our Office of Emergency Management. And, you know, that is such an important function for a community to be prepared to keep our residents safe. And over those years, we had a share of our encounters, including Sandy and some blizzards and all kinds of stuff. Earthquake. It happened here. So, but one of the things I knew was that we were always very well prepared, and that is thanks to you, and I appreciate that very much. And so again, I thank you for those years of dedicated service. I want to thank your family because it is so important that family supports our officers, and your family has been there every step of the way. So I thank them for that. But I also thank you for being there for your family. You know, you're a special individual, and I certainly wish you well. So on behalf of the residents of Gloucester Township, thank you so very much for your many years of dedicated service.
Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Good. All right, my turn. Chief, thank you. We had a great lunch. It was.
We're getting video here.
It was awesome. So I don't need video. I just need to talk to you guys. Mayor, DC, congratulations.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Tina, my wife, thank you. You started the journey with me. You start at the end. It's amazing. I love you. Children. All 10 of you. Thank you very much. It's not always an easy ride, but we got through it. And we're better people for it. I've been thinking a long time of what to say. It's like, how do you express how much everyone here means to me and my career? And it's difficult to put in words. But Monday, is Tony here? Massey, where you at? There he is. Tony starts calling me in the morning. Now, Tony's retired. He used to be, he was my training officer. And he calls me, and he's checking on me. He's like, just like when I first started, he's making sure I'm okay. If I needed anything, how my speech was coming along. And then I keep getting phone calls from everybody else. I get Joey, Bryant, all the retired guys, and the guys working, Paul Fisher, Billy, everybody's calling, making sure I'm all right. So that's kind of what I wanted to make my last speech here about was family. And what it meant to me throughout my career. So basically, day one, I walk in the briefing, and Joey's there, Tony, and you're nervous. You don't know what to expect. So this guy walks up to me, and he looks at me and he goes, "Hey, you nervous?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." And he's like, "Listen," puts his hand on my shoulder. He says, "Don't worry, kid. I got you." And that's Tony. And then he goes to me, he goes, after briefing, make sure you go in the locker room and fix your vest, because you got your vest on backwards, kid. And it says, okay, great first impression, right? But it was awesome. So Tony shows me how to write my first report. He teaches me how to conduct myself as a police officer, and I'll always be thankful. The men and women on the platoon, and the people here, all you people, you guys showed me what it was to be a part of something bigger. And that something bigger is the Gloucester Township family. And I do appreciate that. So, moving on, as I progressed in my career, I'm going to make sergeant. And Gloucester Township had a bunch of great mentors. Plenty of leadership. You know, John Shuck, you got the captains, you got, DC, the chief. And North Davis, I don't know if he's here, but he was funny. He would get a meat with coffee at night. And he'd always have some kind of saying. He'd be like, "John, you got to define the badge, don't let the badge define you." And then he'd go into an explanation about it. And then he told me, he gave me this great piece of information. He said, look around you. This is what I was making sergeant. And he goes, look at all your supervisors and take one or two good things away from each and every one of them. And use that to develop your own style of leadership and supervision. And he goes, but be your own man. He goes, but the most important thing is to be the best man that you can be. Because the people who work with you, the men and women in the street with you, they deserve nothing less than your best. So they're pretty strong words, and I've held them with me all these years. So throughout the remaining of my career, that's what I strive to be. I strive to be the best I could be for all of you, because you deserve nothing less than that. You deserve the best. So we'll fast forward. It comes time for me to go, and you know it's time to go. So I go see Carla. Carla's great. She helped us figure out all the paperwork, and we hit the send button, and then she throws a little curveball. And she's like, you got to write a retirement letter to the chief that you're going to leave. And at that point, everything's real. Everything starts buzzing. Like, this is it. It's over. And I can't think for the life of me what to put down on paper. So it's like a reaction. I didn't even know what I was doing at the time. I start texting on my phone. And who am I texting? I'm texting Tony. So I'm like, hey, bro, you got a minute? I need some help. And of course, Tony's always been there, like he's been there since day one. And basically, everything comes full circle because the man helped me write my first police report, helped me write my final memo in police work. And that's strong, and that's what it got me thinking. I was like, very thankful. But that's also, it's what it's like to have family. Like, family's there from the beginning to the end, good and bad, whatever it takes. I'm a fortunate man. I have a caring wife, very supportive, and I got exceptional children. And I'm also fortunate enough to call you all my family. And it's also the generosity and support from my family that got me through this last year with the knee surgery and everything. It was all you that got me to finish line of retirement. And I can't thank you enough. So in closing, I am honored and blessed to have served with all you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you, and be safe. Thank you.
Congratulations, LT. Present to you your official retired Gloucester Township Police Identification Card.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Appreciate it. And a plaque with many badges there. A lot of work went into your career to get that. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Attention all personnel, stand by for a special announcement. Effective today, September 26, 2019, Lieutenant John Swack, badge number 135, will retire after serving 25 years as a law enforcement officer. Lieutenant Swack was hired by the Gloucester Township Police Department in 1997 and served as a Class 1 Special Law Enforcement Officer in Runnymede. Lieutenant Swack also served as a patrolman, Field Training Officer, OEM Coordinator, Patrol Sergeant, Patrol Lieutenant, CRB Commander, and TSU Commander. Lieutenant Swack was promoted to Sergeant of Police in 2004 and was promoted to Lieutenant of Police in 2012. Lieutenant Swack was also awarded as the Gloucester Township Police Supervisor of the Year in 2015. We are grateful for Lieutenant Swack's dedicated service to the Gloucester Township Police Department and the community. We wish Lieutenant Swack a long and happy retirement. Radio Bravo, Sierra 135.
I want to thank all of you for being part of this wonderful journey of law enforcement with me. I hope you all have a long and healthy career. And God bless and be safe. Name 135 radio.
Lima 135.
Signing off duty for the final time.
Receive Lima 135. Enjoy your retirement. You'll be missed.
Detail! Attend! Hut! Detail! Dismissed! cake and the breakfast?
Pictures, all that.
Pictures, everything like that. I wasn't sure if you bring him out of it. I was like, you're standing at attention. Yeah, you're just
Man, that's incredible.
You scared me, brother?
I need a minute. Sergeant, run at me, please. See me with the end.
Sorry.
Wait.
Good job, buddy.
I know why you did this.
Sure.